Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I'll show you how I handcrafted a carbon fiber front lip for a car. A front lip reduces air resistance, increases downforce on the front end to improve front wheel grip, and most importantly for many people, enhances the clearance, making it look more aggressive. Previously, I bought a fiberglass front lip from an international manufacturer. Unfortunately, as expected, it didn't attempt to last long while reversing near the curb. It broke. Feeling disappointed and unwilling to waste money on another one, I decided to make one myself. Since I was making it myself, why not go straight for carbon fiber? A carbon fiber front lip from the international manufacturers can cost over $3,000, and with shipping and taxes, it's your TMS almost $4,000. My tools and materials, however, cost less than $100. Give this video a thumbs up. The first step is creating a 3D model. I used a method involving a DSLR camera and 3D reconstruction software instead of spending hundreds on a 3D scanner. While preparing to scan the damaged part, I realized the glossy surface disrupted the camera focus and resulted in inaccurate scans. So, I sprinkled a thin layer of flour, left over from making pork sandwiches for my son, on the surface to create a textured effect. Proper lighting was also critical, so I dusted off my old photography lights and used a handheld light for localized lighting. After everything was set up, I took over 800 photos. I imported these photos into a computer and used an open source program called Meshroom, available on GitHub. For 3D reconstruction, with my NVIDIA RX 3080 graphics card, the modeling process took about 3 hours. The results were decent. I then refined the model in the open source 3D editing software Blender, made some design modifications, lowered the front and removed side fins for a sleeker look, and split the model into smaller parts suitable for 3D printing. After printing the first part, I compared it with the original and was quite satisfied. A quick test fit on the car showed promising results. After about 180 hours of printing, I completed all the parts. The results were impressive and closely resembled the original. However, 3D printing leaves imperfections, so I carefully sanded the pieces. Once smooth, I welded them together and test fit them on the car. At this point, I felt I was close to success. Wrapping with carbon fiber cloth was the most challenging part, as I was doing it for the first time. I wrapped the cloth loosely around the model to check the size and made adjustments as needed. Then I applied a base coat of epoxy resin to the model. After about 3 hours, when the resin was tacky but not sticky, I carefully applied the carbon fiber cloth. This step required great caution because carbon fiber is fragile. Unlike materials like vinyl wraps or PF, carbon fiber cloth cannot be stretched or reshaped without ruining it. Once the cloth adhered to the model, after about 4 hours, I applied another layer of resin, slightly thicker this time, to fully cover the carbon fiber and prepare it for sanding. After waiting 12 hours for the resin to cure, I sanded the surface until it was completely smooth. The semi-finished product looked rough, but when I applied the next layer of resin, it was incredibly satisfying to watch the rough surface turn glossy and the unique carbon fiber texture emerge. I repeated this process for 3 more resin layers, letting each cure for 12 hours. The next morning, I touched up minor imperfections with fine sandpaper, applied a final clear coat for UV and weather resistance, and then installed the finished product on the car. The results were stunning. Adding this front lip gave the car a much sportier look. Next time, I might try designing a rear spoiler. Why not give it a try yourself? If you enjoyed this video, Daniel Timte, forget to give it a thumbs up.